Right now, as you're sat here watching this video, IShowSpeed is making $4,300 an hour, and by the time this video is done, you're going to understand exactly where that number comes from, and why the way Speed actually built his money is nothing like what you imagine. Let's go back to Cincinnati, Ohio, 2005.
That is a weird fucking name, Cincinnati.
Jason Watkins Jr. is born into a pretty ordinary household. Parents split up young. He stays with his mom, and the thing that gets him through childhood is video games. He's athletic, fast enough to earn the nickname Speedy in school sports. But what he's really obsessed with is watching gaming videos online. At 12 years old, he creates a PSN account, builds his gamer tag around that nickname, IShowSpeed, and starts streaming. Nobody watches. Like, quite literally nobody. By 2020, he's averaging about 10 concurrent viewers per stream. 10. And one of those is probably him watching his own stream in the background.
What's up, stream? We gonna run some solos in, y'all.
But then something happens that almost ended everything before it even started. A clip of Speed reacting aggressively to a game gets reposted by Worldstar Hip Hop. It blew up, but not in the way you want. The comments are brutal. His mum ended up seeing it, saw the hate, and she gave him an ultimatum: quit streaming or leave.
Whoa. This story is going way too fucking fast. What? How did you go from 10 fucking viewers to blowing up? Yo, I think he's really taking this story way too fast. Like, that jump is way too massive.
Speed was 16 years old. He has maybe 2,000 subscribers, and he chose to leave. He packs up and moves to Detroit to live with his dad, sharing a bedroom with his uncle, and he starts streaming full-time from a PS4 camera in that very room.
So boom, she kicked me out. I moved to my dad in Detroit. Then I kept going. My dad didn't really care. My dad let me. Shout out to my dad.
Then TikTok found him. Clips of his streams, the screaming, the barking, the completely unhinged reactions. They started circulating, and TikTok's algorithm did what TikTok's algorithm does. April 2021, 100,000 subscribers. June 2021, 1 million subscribers. He practically went 0 to 1 million in just 2 months.
That's crazy. 1 million? 2 months?
Nobody finna relax after somebody just hit 1 million. I'm finna relax.
Now, here's the part of the story that people get wrong. Most people look at his controversy timeline and see a young kid making a list of mistakes. Bans, scandals, apologies, and more bans.
I want to become mature and say I'm deeply, terribly sorry.
And yeah, on paper it looks like a mess, but what it actually is a marketing engine. Because every single time Speed got himself into trouble, more people found out who he was. And in this industry, attention is the asset. Let's take a quick look. December 2021, Speed appears on an e-dating stream hosted by Aiden Ross on Twitch. A woman who goes by the name Ash Cash is on the call. Speed says,
"Say if we're the last 2 people on Earth and we had to reproduce to make the world continue." No! Reproduce with me?
No.
Who gonna stop me?
I will.
Who's gonna stop me?
I will.
If we're the last 2 people on Earth, who gonna stop me?
Gee,
You're not stopping me!
That was crazy though.
Twitch permanently bans him within days, and Speed was only 16 years old. Now, Twitch banning him is the best thing that ever happened to his YouTube channel, because with no Twitch, he poured everything into YouTube, and YouTube is about to make him a very different kind of famous. April 2022, a clip resurfaces of Speed in a Valorant match, telling a female teammate,
What? What? Is a talking to me? Is a female talking to me? No. Am I tripping? Oh, wait, time out. It's a female talking to me right now. It's a fucking female talking to me.
Yo, hands down, if anyone ever does this in this day and age, any other person other than Speed, let's say fucking Cenat does this. Cancelled. Who's the big streamer? Queso, even though he probably wouldn't. Cancelled. But Speed has such an energy that if he just says shit, you just gotta roll with it. Cause he's just kind of a Speed is an interesting character. That's all I can say. That's all I can say.
Get off the fucking game and do your work and dishes. Shut up.
Within hours, a Valorant game producer named Sarah publicly announces she's permanently banned him from Valorant and every other Riot game title. The clip is everywhere. Speed posted an apology.
I can't say anything to justify that situation right there. I'm young, you know what I'm saying? I'm very young. For every situation I grow, you know, and I gotta become a better person. That is not me no more. That is not me.
July 4th, 2022, Speed sets off a Pikachu firework inside his bedroom.
Yo, this was funny though. Friday probably game and everything. Wait, did they?
I didn't know.
And he ended the stream in chaos. August 2022, Speed gets swatted live on stream.
Someone called the 911 center and said with your name that you wanted to hurt your family and hurt yourself. So we came to make sure you're okay.
And he was back streaming the next day. November 2022, Speed promotes a cryptocurrency called the Paradox Metaverse during a live stream. His fans immediately start calling it a pump and dump scheme. The backlash spread instantly across social media, and he posted an apology the next day.
It was not to be like that, bro. I promise y'all, bro. Just know I'm back. All right, y'all. Like, so that's literally all I'm gonna say is apologize, bro. Really, that's literally all I'm gonna say is, bro.
That same month, Sky Sports had been featuring him across their social media. They liked him. He was driving a lot of engagement for them. Then someone dug up the old clips. Sky Sports quietly deleted every single piece of content featuring Speed from every platform they owned, and there was no public statement. Just gone. August 2023, Speed is playing Five Nights at Freddy's live, 25,000 people watching. One jump scare later, and he accidentally exposes himself on camera.
Oh man. Oh man. That was like the Drake situation 2.0.
To every single one of them. It becomes one of the most searched clips of the year, and YouTube didn't ban him. Now look at that timeline and tell me what you see. Because what I see is a guy who kept finding new audiences with every single incident. The Twitch crowd found him through the ban, the gaming community found him through Valorant, the Chaos crowd found him through the firework. By the time the Five Nights at Freddy's clip happened, he was already one of the most recognized faces on the internet. Somewhere in the middle of all of this, while he's getting banned.
Yo, didn't he like try to fuck his cable or something? And his meat slipped down? Oh my god. Speed, I need this.
From platforms, while he's still a teenager, Speed quietly becomes a millionaire. He's still only 16 years old, and here's what he does with it.
My first big purchase was probably just buy my mama house. Like, I was never like a guy like, oh, I wanted a chain, or I wanted that clothes, or I wanted that, this, and that.
You're not a car guy,
yeah, and plus I was 16. I didn't know what to do.
Right.
The same woman who gave him an ultimatum, the one who told him to choose between streaming and living under her roof. He takes his first $1 million and he buys her a house. That detail matters, not just because it's a great moment, but because it tells you something about how Speed actually thinks about money. He wasn't chasing it. He wasn't even paying attention to it.
So now you got this influx of money. What is that feeling like?
If you want to be honest, as a 16-year-old kid, I was just so locked in, like, on my craft.
Right.
I just didn't really take a realization on the position that I was in.
But that changes when the platform starts showing up with money, and a lot of it. By 2023, the streaming platform wars are getting serious. Kick is throwing money at creators to get them off Twitch and YouTube. They've already signed Aiden Ross, along with dozens of other creators. They're going after the big ones, and in that list was Speed. Now, the number they offered him never came from Speed's camp, it came from Aiden Ross on stream.
I'm hurt. I wanted Kai and Speed on Kick, I'm gonna be honest. We originally offered, I think, Kai and Speed 40 million. They said no, but I don't know what Rumble offered. But that just goes to show you, bro. It's NBA money, bro.
40
I can't even call that on my fingers. 40 million?
$40 million to an 18-year-old from Cincinnati who 3 years earlier.
Come on, man. I'm right here. I'm basically Speed. Just give me the 40 million. Just give me the 40 million. I will leak my meat too. I'll do all the controversial shit, bro. Just give me my 40 million. I'm a speechless. I can't even say shit, honestly, point.
Was streaming to one person in a bedroom he shared with his uncle, but he said no. Instead, he and Cenat signed with Rumble for an exclusive show, a deal that, based on Aiden's own words, was worth more.
Did that show even make it out? I thought they did like one episode and just like stopped that shit.
More than $40 million each. The Rumble CEO liked them so much, he casually gifted them a house as a filming location. Okay, this is the part you've been waiting for. Let's actually break down how IShowSpeed makes his money, not from a Google search, but built from the ground up. YouTube AdSense. Speed himself has said his AdSense dipped to $800,000 in a quiet month. That's his flaw, his own words. His channel now has 53 million subscribers and is pulling over 560 million views per month. We're working with a conservative $900,000 a month from AdSense alone. Super chats and memberships. Speed streams around 15 times a month. Regular gaming streams pull $5,000 to $10,000 in super chats. Football streams, Ronaldo games, World Cups pull $20,000 to $50,000 in a single evening. Blend that out across the month, and the channel memberships on top. We're looking at $250,000 per month. Prime hydration. This is where it gets interesting. Speed doesn't just promote Prime, he has his own signature flavor, dragon fruit acai, his name on the bottle.
Why does that sound tough though? You know, I've actually never tried dragon fruit. I'm actually gonna try dragon fruit. If I see dragon fruit tomorrow, I'm actually buying and try it on stream.
Multiple independent sources consistently put the annual value of this deal in the mid-7 figures, conservatively $6 million a year, which means $500,000 a month. The Rumble deal. This beat the $40 million kick offer, even conservatively spread over a 3-year contract. That's over $1 million a month. We're calling it $750,000 to be safe. Music and merch. Warner Records World Cup has over 200 million YouTube views and is still generating royalties. The Speedy Store merch line, multiple sources put this at $2 to $3 million annually combined. 200,000.
No way. Speed makes 2 mil on merch. I actually don't believe that. For real. No way, bro makes 2 mil a year. 2 to 3 mil a year off merch. What?
$1 a month. Brand deals. And this is the one that people underestimate the most. In February 2026, Doritos created a custom flavor specifically for Speed. Not a sponsorship where he holds a bag on stream. They made a flavor named after him. One of the first times in history a major snack brand has done that for an online creator. December 2025, Beats by Dre, a full cinematic campaign, Kung Fu storyline, professional director, the whole thing, not a social post, a film. He's done deals with Nike, EA Sports. Dick's Sporting Goods gave him his own TV series. At his level, individual deals run 7 figures. Averaged across the year, $500,000 a month is conservative. This brings our total to a staggering $3.1 million per month. That is $37 million a year. That is
That's actually believable. This is actually believable.
$100,000 a day, $4,300 an hour. And here's the thing that nobody talks about when they talk about Speed's money. YouTube AdSense, the thing everyone assumes is his main income, is less than a third of the total. The streaming, the thing everyone sees, the thing that made him famous, is almost a footnote in his actual finances. In December 2025,
Yo, he looks
Speed
so
embarked
short
on a
here.
tour.
He looks so short right here.
In December 2025, Speed embarked on a tour across Africa, 20 countries, 28 days, streaming essentially the whole time. He raced a cheetah in South Africa. He plays football with 100 kids in Angola. Then on January 21st, 2026, his 21st birthday, his convoy gets stuck in Lagos traffic, and right there, on the side of a road in Lekki, surrounded by his security team and a crowd of his fans, his YouTube channel hits 50 million subscribers.
Let's go! Let's go! 50 million on my birthday, chat. This is the best birthday gift I can ever ask for.
Rolling Stone named him the most influential creator of 2025. So let's come back to where we started. A kid from Cincinnati. Parents split up. Mum kicks him out for streaming to nobody. He moves to Detroit, shares a bedroom with his uncle, fires up a PS4 camera, and decides that the one viewer watching him is enough of a reason to keep going. Every ban made him bigger. Every controversy made him more valuable. The chaos was never the end. The chaos was always the plan.
Ronaldo day, Ronaldo day. Oh,
Wow. That is one of the best Speed documentaries I've ever watched.